Welcome back to Houston Life. He isn't your average Santa Claus. He's walked runways for some of the biggest designers in fashion. And now he's bringing the spirit of giving and glamour to our city for the first time ever.
So he's known as Fashion Santa, and Paul Mason has really turned Santa Claus into a different kind of icon, all while raising funds for incredible causes. And tomorrow you can meet him in person. Now he's here in Studio B, but we want to know what took him so long to visit Houston. I mean, what was the holdup? Tell me everything.
Yeah, not enough time, actually. This is so short. But I'm thrilled to be here. Really. It's the first time I've been in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
And listen, you look great. There's no elephant in the room. I mean, you look great. You are Fashion Santa, but how did this all come to be? You were a model, and then how did the transition come about?
Well, it's a bit of a sad story, but it has a happy ending.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was a model in New York City for many years. Unfortunately, my mother was diagnosed with cancer. She passed away, and in my grief, I stopped shaving, and then woke up with this big white beard, fashion background, and I thought, I know advertising, I know what kind of works. Why not try this?
Yeah.
And I pitched it to a few clients or a few companies, and yeah.
And it totally did work. Here we're seeing some of your spreads. First of all, your wardrobe is impeccable, and you certainly know how to strike a pose. It's been about 10 years, Fashion Santa. Also, we should point out you do have a name aside from Fashion Santa. It's Paul Mason. Hi, Paul Mason.
Hello.
Fashion Santa really debuted in 2014, so 10 years ago. And then you had a moment where suddenly everything exploded and sort of went viral after that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So what was your reaction when you realized, oh my gosh, I am getting reposted around the entire planet?
I didn't know what viral was. So when I saw it was going from country to country, publication to publication, it would just reach the globe. I think it came to about 2 billion impressions.
Wow.
2 billion impressions.
Worldwide that season, yeah.
You're onto something. I mean, why do you think
Surely.
people responded? Why are people so fascinated, do you think?
I think what it is it's just it's the connection, trying to create a holiday or human connection where, I'm not trying to compete with, the iconic Santa Claus. I could never do that. But I think it's just a modern take, a different take on connection and the season and just lightheartedness. And, that's mainly what it is.
I don't know if traditional Santa Claus can compete with you, frankly.
He couldn't beat you in a race, that's for sure. Hey, look at all of these interactions, all of these viral moments. This is lovely. It seems, and as you say, you've done so much. Is there any particular memory or story or interaction that really sticks out as you've been traveling the world as this reimagined Santa?
I think it's just the reception I get wherever I go. I think that's collectively, it's just an amazing feeling. I mean, it's a bit daunting to see when I did go viral, the lineup down the block to take a selfie with me. And that year I did about 88 hours of selfies.
Wow.
Yeah.
88 hours of
11
selfies.
days at 8 hours.
That sounds exhausting. You get
No,
tired
I loved it. I mean, this is what I do. And this is why I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, and speaking of why you're here as well, the fact that you've been able to take this fascination with Fashion Santa and give back and raise money. To date, I understand you've raised more than $100,000 for charities like Make-A-Wish Foundation, Sick Kids Hospital. So you're giving back, and that's part of why you're here in Houston.
Yeah, this is a new take. I mean, Santa makes the Santa makes toys, but my Santa, it brings awareness to causes and initiatives and raises money. I think it's just a modern take.
Yeah.
Something to do good.
It's beautiful. So is the idea then that you headline these events, people show up, they support the cause, and then it's a win-win for everybody?
That's right. And a little bit of fun and some glitter and some glam and the festive season.
You met Justin Bieber. How was that? How's the Biebs?
I mean, he was going through a rough
cool.
time at that period, but he couldn't have been nicer. I mean, we had to go to an undisclosed location,
Wow.
Away from the center. And as you can see in the photo, it looks like it's like down in the basement or something. But it was, I had a lineup of 100 or 200 people waiting for me. And then they just said, Justin Bieber, he's downstairs. Can you do a photo? It was like, oh, come on.
Well,
Obviously.
of course.
Obviously.
Why not? Two icons. So the River Oaks District Christmas tree lighting ceremony is happening tomorrow, November 23rd. And this is where Houstonians can catch you. Here's the information right on your screen. Fashion Santa, what do people need to know because long lines are anticipated?
Well, this is like amazing for me because it's the tree lighting ceremony, the annual tree lighting ceremony. This is going to be a big deal. I'm actually coming in on, I can't tell you the vehicle, but I have a police escort.
Oh.
So think about that.
Can you tell us if that vehicle slides, like flies or glides?
It's a different sleigh.
Oh, it slays. I mean,
Okay.
I'm imagining. I don't know. I'm reimagining.
It's a good sleigh, let me put it that way.
That's a
Fashion
good
Santa.
tease. Well, and for being your first time in Houston, from the itinerary that we just put up on the screen, you have a very, very busy lineup. So you've got the River Oaks District Christmas tree lighting ceremony tomorrow. You also have at the Post Oak Hotel's Country Christmas Holiday Tea. There are all kinds of photo ops.
Yeah, that's going to be fun because I think there's a costume or just the best dressed costume or the best dressed award there.
Well,
So fun.
I think you're going to win Best Dressed.
Definitely.
That's very, very clear.
That's our
hey,
vote.
we're out of time, but very quickly, as Fashion Santa, do you do a ho ho ho? Do you do any of that?
I can do it on cue if you want me to. I don't do it. No. First, I have to also say I'm taking photos with pets and the furry animals too when I come back on the 8th of
Okay.
December.
There's nothing cuter than a pet with Santa.
That's right. Giovanna, I'm not going to ask if you can sit on his lap. No, I'm not going to ask that. Okay, sorry. Our producer's gotten
Do you
out
have
of
time
control.
for like one or two hoes? Ho ho.
Ho 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 ho.
Okay. So it's
It's not like a jolly ho ho.
okay. It's a different
It's
take.
more of like a refined ho ho.
It is a refined ho ho. Paul Mason, aka Fashion Santa, thank you so
Paul.
much for stopping by.
Thank
Welcome to
It's a
Houston, by
pleasure.
the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
Took you long enough, but we're glad you're here. And by the way, if you do want to keep up with Fashion Santa, we have provided a link where you can stay connected with him. Visit our website, HoustonLife.tv, and look for that scene on Houston Life section.